Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Let's see, where were we? So, today is a nice sunny day, and we are making heat with the solar sheet today. I can actually get a pretty good test of it with the sun out, and I am thoroughly impressed. Let's see if I can find the... It's hard to get. I'm trying to get right in on the fan blades here to get the temperature, but it was 104 earlier. Oop. So, and that's not necessarily the temperature of the air coming out, that's just the fan. Anyway, it is definitely pumping out the heat. We have the house up to 78. I put it on 78 so that since it's just in the one room, that it'll spread out to the rest of the house real nice. So, and then I have the wood boiler set at 70. So this morning, probably about 10:30, this kicked on and it was 70 degrees in here because I always turn it down at night, the wood boiler. During the day I always used to have the wood boiler set at about 75, 76. If I'm cutting wood, I want to be nice and toasty. So now with this, at night I always turn it down, the temperature of the wood boiler. So with this today, I was able to just keep the wood boiler turned down overnight, and when I woke up, this was already on, and that set about 71 degrees, the thermostat up here. And right now it's probably about noon, and it's heated the whole house. Out here it's 78, it says. Of course, the thermostat's right up above the heat thing, which probably wasn't the best planning, but it was the easiest to do because I just used the fish tape up the same like wall cavity. I didn't have to go around any studs or anything. So having it set at 78, it works real nice. And then the farthest part of the house, way over there where the boiler actually is probably about 70 degrees still, 72, since I've put in a bunch of these grills. I haven't painted the grills out here yet to put them up, so that's why it looks like that. But I've put a bunch of these in so there's air return between all of the rooms. I think you can see one there too, so if the door's shut. But I made sure there's good airflow between every single room, so when the boiler kicks on, there's no negative pressure, so that it's more efficient coming up out of the registers in the ground. And that really helped it cut down on the noise of them and stuff. So over here, we have the intake, which is kind of funny. The cats have been over here looking at it going, what's that? And then here we have the panel on the side of the house, and it is rocking it. So it's the spring now, so the angle of the sun onto the house is higher. The sun is higher in the spring and summer, and then in the winter it gets lower. So I made sure I measured, and in the middle of the winter, the sun line there actually goes from here up to almost right underneath those lights. So it should be perfect, nice and in the sun area. And I made sure I got it up off the deck a little bit, so if we do get a bunch of snow, it won't get underneath there and touch the panel, because we have the overhang here. And then I'm going to get my panels mounted right there as well. The PV panels, I just haven't done that yet. So I've been testing. But once I get the PV panels all mounted up there, I'll have the wire all snaked up and around. I'm going to just slip it in around the lip of the door frame there, so it should be nice and hidden, and we'll be good to go. So I am very happy with this. This should cut down on my wood use quite a bit. So if you guys have any questions about the solar sheet, this is the 1500 HE. They've done a bunch of research, and it has a special, that blue is a special coating that picks up all the light spectrum, even when it's cloudy, to pull as much heat as possible. And then they made sure that the ribs are a special, these ones are more triangular instead of square. And then the distance away it is from the glass in the front, and a few other things. They did a bunch of research up in Canada to make it nice and super efficient. Sorry about the rooster there. He always wants to get in on the videos. But then they also have a 1500 GS, which is, it's black inside, and then these are more square, the ribs, and I think there's two more. So this one will heat up to 1,000 square feet efficiently, and the GS, I believe, is 750 square feet. So, and then they have dual solar panel ones and single solar panel systems, depending on what you need. This one actually has dual solar panels and the HE, so I'm hoping, because the house is only 1,200 and I believe 1,237 square feet, that this should be able to offset everything I need pretty nicely. The less wood I have to burn, the less work it is cutting in the woods, and we don't have to cut down all our woods. It's nice to have a forest for all the animals and stuff. And we want to be green and efficient. When you're burning wood, you're putting CO2 into the atmosphere, and we don't want that. So, all right, I'll see you guys later.